Good day to everyone, this is Fiscal AJ once again. Can screenshots of pictures and messages in Facebook or in any social media platform be used as evidence kahit wala itong pahintulot sa taong nag-send ng message o nag-post ng picture? The answer to this question is found in the case of Cadahas versus People, decided by the Supreme Court en banc in 2021. Ano ba ang nangyari sa kasong ito? Naging magjowa si Cadahas ang akusado at ang biktima. Si Cadahas ay 24 years old at ang biktima naman ay isang 14-year-old minor. Kalaunan, na-discover ng ina ng biktima ang kanilang relasyon dahil every time na nagme-message ang biktima kay Cadahas gamit ang Facebook Messenger, nagla-login ito gamit ang cellphone ng kanyang ina at nakakalimutan niyang mag-log out pagkatapos, kaya nababasa ng ina ang messages ng dalawa. Natural, tinutulan ng ina ang kanilang relasyon dahil menor de edad pa ang kanyang anak. Then isang araw, na-shock na lang ang ina nang mabasa niya ang chat conversation ng dalawa kung saan inaakit ni Cadahas ang biktima na mag-send ng pictures ng kanyang private parts. Pumayag ang biktima at nagpadala nga ito ng mga nasabing pictures. Nang malaman ng biktima na nabasa ng kanyang ina ang kanilang conversation, dali-dali itong nagpunta sa computer shop at dinilit ang mga nasabing messages at pictures. Pero dahil alam ng biktima ang password ni Cadahas, napilit ang biktima ng kanyang ina na buksan ang Facebook Messenger account ni Cadahas at na-screenshot ang mga messages at pictures para gawing ebidensya. Dahil sa ginawa ni Cadahas, kinasuhan siya ng child abuse at child pornography sa RTC. Dinismiss ng RTC ang kasong child abuse pero kinonvict si Cadahas sa kasong child pornography. Umapela si Cadahas hanggang umabot ito sa Supreme Court. Ang depensa niya ay hindi daw dapat tanggapin bilang ebidensya ang mga nasabing screenshots dahil kinuha ito ng walang pahintulot mula sa kanya at violation daw ito ng kanyang right to privacy. Tama ba si Cadahas sa depensa niya? Ito ang sinabi ng Korte Suprema. In this case, the photographs and conversations in the Facebook Messenger account that were obtained and used as evidence against petitioner, which he considers as fruit of the poisonous tree, were not obtained through the efforts of the police officers or any agent of the state. Rather, these were obtained by a private individual. Indeed, the rule governing the admissibility of an evidence under Article 3 of the Constitution must affect only those pieces of evidence obtained by the state through its agents. It is these individuals who can flex government muscles and use government resources for a possible abuse. However, where private individuals are involved, for which their relationship is governed by the new Civil Code, the admissibility of an evidence cannot be determined by the provisions of the Bill of Rights. Ito pa ang sabi ng Supreme Court. One must not lose sight of the fact that the Bill of Rights was intended to protect private individuals against government intrusions. Hence, its provisions are not applicable between and amongst private individuals. Ayon sa Supreme Court, magkaiba daw ang rules of admissibility kung pulis ang nag-secure ng ebidensya versus kung isang private individual lang ang nag-secure ng nasabing ebidensya. Kung pulis o state agent ang nag-obtain ng ebidensya, ang applicable rule ay ang Bill of Rights, particularly Article 3, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution, which states, "The privacy of communication and correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court, or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding." Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng labagin ang karapatan sa pribadong komunikasyon o informational privacy maliban na lang kung number 1, may utos ng korte o number 2, kung kinakailangan para sa kaligtasan o kaayusan ng publiko. At anumang ebidensyang nakuha sa paglabag sa karapatang ito ay hindi maaaring gamitin bilang ebidensya sa anumang legal na proseso. Ito ang tinatawag na fruit of the poisonous tree. Pero kung pribadong individual ang nag-obtain ng evidence, kaparehas nung ginawa ng ina ng biktima na pinilit niya ang kanyang anak na i-access ang Facebook Messenger account ni Cadahas, hindi na ito sakop ng Article 3, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution. The governing law is the Data Privacy Act because in the case of Cadahas, it is not the state but a private individual intruding upon his privacy. The Supreme Court further said in the case of Cadahas versus People, the Data Privacy Act allows the processing of data and sensitive personal information where it relates to the determination of criminal liability of a data subject and when necessary for the protection of lawful rights and interests of persons in court proceedings, as in the case where the communications and photos sought to be excluded were submitted in evidence to establish the victim's legal claims before the prosecutor's office and the courts. Ibig sabihin, pinapayagan ng Data Privacy Act na gamitin ito bilang ebidensya in a criminal investigation sa piskalya at sa korte. Wala rin daw violation sa right to privacy ni Cadahas. Ito po ang sinabi ng Supreme Court. While the messages and photos were taken from the Facebook Messenger of Cadahas because the victim was forced by her mother to do so, such does not deviate from the fact that Cadahas allowed another person to access his account. When he gave his Facebook Messenger password to the victim, he made its contents available to the victim. Hence, the victim would then have the latitude to show to other persons what she could access, whether she be forced to do so or not. The availability of accessing these photos limited the scope of his right to privacy, especially that these became essential in pursuing the victim's claims to protect her rights. In other words, kahit na pinilit lang ng ina ang kanyang anak o ang biktima na i-access ang Facebook Messenger account ni Cadahas, for which reason the mother was able to screenshot their chat conversations, hindi daw ito violation ng right to privacy dahil binigay naman daw ni Cadahas ang kanyang password sa biktima. At dahil binigay niya ang kanyang password sa biktima, pwede nang ipakita ng biktima ang mga messages at pictures, pinilit man siya o hindi. Pero take note, pwede lang pong gamitin ang screenshot bilang ebidensya in a criminal investigation or as evidence in a court proceeding. Hindi po ito pwedeng gamitin para ipahiya ang tao sa social media or for any other purpose. So yan lang po ang munting lesson natin for today and see you in my next video. Maraming salamat po.